Welcome to my channel. Hi everybody, welcome to my channel and welcome to an episode of My Food Fads. And today I'm going to be giving you another update, and it's the 8th day on the lemonade cleanse, and I want to let you know how I have been doing and how I'm feeling. The first 5 days of the lemonade cleanse went absolutely fine, perfectly fine. And I remember drinking up to 10 glasses of the lemonade cleanse on the first day, and maybe another 8 on the second. And I was feeling okay. I wasn't having much trouble sleeping. I was working, doing everything that it should be doing. And I remember feeling the same way that I did all the other times that I was successful. And the saltwater flush went marvelous. It wasn't very intense or aggressive for me, because I have been preparing for the lemonade cleanse. However, I did realize that I have been doing a few things in the past that were not actually correct. And so in order to prepare for the lemonade cleanse, I have to tell you, I did do the strawberry cleanse for 2 days, but I should have done it, or I should have done a similar cleanse for maybe 4 days, 3 or 4 days before starting the lemonade cleanse. But nevertheless, the results that I was achieving those first 5 days were perfect. They were right on, and everything had been falling into place, and except for maybe one small drawback on the 4th or 5th day. I can't remember which it was. I believe it was the 4th day when I made my second batch, and I did show you that I added limes to that batch, just to mix it up a little. And so I was having a really hard time managing on the 5th day. I believe it was, I felt okay, and the saltwater flush went okay. But when I started drinking that lime juice mixed in with the lemon juice, I couldn't handle the taste. And the lemonade cleanse is very sweet and tasty. I'm not fond of maple syrup, but it was, it's always been pretty sweet. And this time with the grade A syrup, it's even better. It's even tastier and sweeter. Also, I hadn't been putting the water and leaving it overnight the way I used to. I simply do it one shot at a time, and it really makes a big difference on the flavor. However, with the limes, I was disgusted with the taste, and it made me sick, guys. So within the first couple of glasses of that cleanse that I had on the 5th day, the 4th and 5th day, I think it was the 4th day, I felt okay, but I couldn't handle the taste of the lime juice, and so I was heaving all over again, and that feeling stayed with me for the rest of the day. Goodness, I only made 1 day's worth, and I still have some left over from that day, which is sitting in the fridge without water, and I'm going to use that as emergency backup in case I run out of lemons. I think I have enough to tide me over until day 10, but yeah, and then from there on, guys, on day 6, I was pretty sick. I forced that salt water down my stomach, and it just wouldn't sit there. Everything came up. It was all lemon water, but it made me feel so horrible. And the 7th day was more or less the same. And so on the 6th and 7th days, I have to tell you, I had a horrible taste in my mouth and no appetite whatsoever. up until the 4th and 5th days, I have been dreaming a little about food and what I would begin to prepare for my first meals off the lemonade cleanse. But really, by day 6, I couldn't handle the thought of food. And so I didn't drink all of the lemonade mixture. So I've been struggling with the lemonade mixture for 2 days now, and it's getting down to the last drop. And so now I realize if I want to finish off the lemonade cleanse, I need more syrup, and I am going to finish it off. And so a lot of people say that they would want to try the lemonade cleanse for a few days or maybe a week. Well, I don't know if that's feasible. It wasn't until today, day 8, that I actually woke up and felt the results. My love handles are pretty much down to nothing, and I'm really fitting in to clothes that haven't been fitting me properly before I began the cleanse, and now I'm feeling okay in those clothes. But other than that, my stomach is quite the mess. I mean, I'm fine if I don't drink the lemonade, but as soon as I start drinking it, I think the idea of all that liquid, it's not just the lemons, it's all that liquid in my stomach. It makes me sick. Even though the mixture does taste very delicious and sweet, I think the monotony of the lemons and the syrup and the cayenne pepper is really getting to me. And so in order to break up that monotonous taste in my mouth, I have been trying to get some herbal teas in my system in between glasses, and that's been a big help. So that's what I'm actually up to today. Even though it's sub-zero temperatures, I'm off to getting my last bottle of maple syrup, and I hope I finish it because I don't want to keep it in my pantry. And so I also want to pick up some herbal teas and try some new and different flavors. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what I'm going to find on the shelves because I'm obsessed with trying out new and different tea flavors. I'm also looking for one new, very small kitchen appliance that I really can't do without. And I'm hoping also to be able to pick that up today because I want to try to make space up in my pantry for the new appliance because I'm having a hard time managing without it. So come along with me, and I don't know if I'm going to be taking you into the stores with me to pick up that one bottle of maple syrup, but if I do a little window shopping, I will definitely take you along with me. So let's get a move on. I have about 2 hours of daylight left, and I want to make sure I pick up the things I need before it gets dark. home now, and I thought that I would just show you my tea. And I also picked up some oranges because on the 11th day, the day after the cleanse, the day that I begin to gradually go back to food, I'm supposed to be chugging orange juice, or maybe sipping orange juice. So I'm going to be juicing the oranges, and I did manage to find some tea, but not all of the tea that I was actually looking for. So let me just switch the view and I'll show you what I have. This is my collection so far, and I was actually looking for this tea and this tea and this tea. I didn't find any of those, but I did find some others, and these are my favorite teas, guys. So I usually buy a couple of packages because I know it's sometimes hard to find the flavors that I like. And this is one of the best ones. I still have one full container of this flavor, but I'm trying to look for that one too. I really wanted this tea, and I did find green jasmine tea, but I wasn't sure that I would like the brand, and so I may go back and get the jasmine tea that I found tonight. I'm not sure. And because I really like this one, and so I don't like switching brands, you know what I mean? And so I decided to pick up some more licorice by the company Stash, and I have been dying to try this flavor for so long. I picked up a couple of packages of those, and also I did find Earl Grey tea, which I also adore, and English breakfast tea. And so I'm happy I got those. And this one I've also been looking for, and it's supposed to be very tasty, but it's not actually the same brand that I was actually looking for. This other brand has grapes and blueberries mixed together, and so I'm dying to try that one. I think I have to go to the health food store to look for those. And so I'm going to be juicing about 10 oranges, and I hope that these are good oranges and not dry inside. I bought a combination of different kinds of oranges because I'm not always that keen on navel oranges, so I picked up a few other kinds. And so yeah, today is Sunday, and so I'll be finishing the cleanse on Tuesday, and Wednesday I'll be having the oranges. And so right now it's around 8 p.m. and today I had 2 glasses of lemonade and nothing more. And I think what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to have a nice cup of my favorite tea, and I'm gonna have to sip this before I go into any more of the lemonade mixture, because honestly, before I used to think, well, if I get a little hungry, I have the syrup. Now, not only am I not hungry, but the thought of just ingesting it, I really have to force myself. It tastes good. It tastes good, but I can't take it anymore. Guys, if you stick around just a few more minutes or a few more seconds, if I edit properly, I'm going to be taste testing these guys, and especially the blueberry one, just those 3, to let you know how I'm loving them. And so the first one that I made myself is the licorice spice, and this is upgraded from the other licorice herbal tea that I previously purchased by this company, and this one is much better. The other previous flavor was a little bland compared to the my favorite one. And so when I saw this on the shelf, I decided to pick up two because that's all there was. And I hope that I can make them last because they go fast around my place. Now that's really good. It's got a really strong taste and aroma of licorice. And if you don't like licorice, it's not for you. But if you happen to love licorice, like I do, I grew up on licorice, you know, when I was watching movies at my father's old movie house theater. And the theater was right next door to our store. And so I remember I couldn't sit down and watch a movie without having a big package of licorice beside me. And I love licorice. No matter what form, flavor, or shape it comes in, I love it. And so sometimes I'm running low on these. Sometimes I put anise stars in my licorice tea, and sometimes I put a few drops of cocoa powder. Not today, but I like the combination of chocolate and licorice, and so sometimes I do put one or two of these, and it tastes so much better. And I'm gonna have to purchase another package of these because I've been really going at them. And so yeah, I really recommend the licorice spice by Stash if you happen to love the flavor of licorice. So the next tea that I will be trying will be the pomegranate and raspberry, and I just love those two fruits. So we'll have to see how this one turns out. It smells so overpoweringly beautiful. That's really tasty. So I also highly recommend this tea if you're doing a cleanse like this, and it certainly does break up the monotony of the lemonade. That's going down much better now. I can't explain how much I love this tea. It leaves an incredible, delicious aftertaste. Of course, by now, just about anything would taste delicious to me. And so now I'm going to try the blueberry tea, and it comes packaged beautifully, this one in particular, and there are 20 packages in this entire box, and so I think I'm going to leave the wrapper on them. And it smells amazing, like wine. It's really a strong and kind of a sweet smell. We'll have to see how it tastes. An amazing purple color, and it smells very incredible. It does smell a lot like blueberries. That's good. And even though I love licorice, and the taste of that licorice tea, I would say that this is definitely the best tasting of the three that I tried here tonight. So everybody, I hope that you have enjoyed watching and listening, and I didn't find the small appliance that I was looking for, and so I'll have to continue searching for that, and maybe when I find it I will give you a little haul. But for now, I'm going to let you go, and so I hope that you enjoyed how my 8th day on the cleanse is going. And so stay tuned when I guess the next update will be Wednesday or maybe even Tuesday, because Tuesday I will probably have to go and shop for some semi-solid foods. And I'm not good at that. I like, shopping for good old chicken and ground turkey and things like that. But I have to go on a light, semi-solid diet for about 3 days, at least 3 days. And I can introduce solid foods gradually, like little flakes of chicken and stuff. So that's what I'm going to have to be going to pick up, because the fridge is entirely empty. I made sure that I didn't start the lemonade cleanse until all that food, except for the dip that I bought the day before, everything is gone. So I have to fill the freezer and fill the refrigerator, and I can't tell you how much I've missed cooking. I never realized until now how much I enjoy and look forward to coming home and cooking at the end of every day. I love doing it. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening and watching.